Nevada lawmakers are considering a bill that would give faster relief to tenants dealing with landlords who don't make necessary repairs. Assembly Bill 223 revises existing law for landlords and tenants with a provision allowing tenants to request expedited relief from the courts. The bill also clarifies that damages a tenant can seek when a landlord fails to keep their dwelling habitable, and also calls for fees and costs to be awarded in favor of the party that prevails. So what are these legal implications now for the proposed landlord-tenant law, and what changes should we expect if this in fact passes? And here to discuss it all, we have attorney Matthew Hoffmann. He's with Battle-Born Injury Lawyers. We see him every Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us. And this is one that you say really does have the tenant in mind.
Yeah, this is a very tenant-favorable law. So under existing law, the general rule is that any dwelling that you rent has to be habitable. And you think, yeah, of course. Well, I mean, the AC needs to run in the summer, the heat needs to run in the winter, your water needs to work, your stove needs to work, basic things. And if they don't, then it's not habitable. You have rights to not pay rent until it is fixed, and to file actions in court to get your money back, things like that, to get out of the lease, for example. The problem is it's a slow process. So you're sitting there in the middle of the winter, it's cold, and you're going to file an action in court. It might be months before you get in front of a judge. What do you do in the meantime? And then you might have a competing lawsuit against you by the landlord if they're unscrupulous, saying, hey, they haven't been paying rent, I want to evict them. And then you have two separate lawsuits going, etc. What this law would do is say, look, if you advise your landlord in writing, whether it's email, certified letter, they sign off on a letter, whatever, and you advise them of the problems, if 14 days go by and they haven't responded or fixed the problem, you can file an action and it will be heard within 7 days. So basically from 21 days from the day that you complain, you're in front of a judge addressing the problem. And if the landlord files a competing action to evict you, the two actions get consolidated and heard at the same time. So it's really a good way to try to force landlords to be more responsive to these habitability issues, which is a major concern because everyone thinks, well, if you don't like it, just move. Move where? Right. There's not a lot of affordable housing, especially at certain levels. So this is a really good bill, I think, with tenants in mind. Yeah, moving can be a nightmare no matter what your socioeconomic situation is. So you can certainly understand if money is tight, that's even harder for you to do. And this actually helps, if it passes, folks to actually get the relief when they need it, as opposed to having to wait, as you mentioned, those months. What's the probability, though, of this actually passing? I think it'll pass. I think it's popular, and I think one of the impetus, it's not that long ago we had the Alpine Motel fire. That's kind of like the biggest example of why we need this. Alpine Motel was a horrible fire. Many people died, and the cause of the fire was there was no heat, and it had been complained about, and one of the tenants was using their oven for heat, and that caused the fire. And so I think that this is a big, with the housing crisis we have here, the lack of affordable housing, it's a big issue that's popular. I think it's going to pass. And I don't really think that this has any chance of being abused by tenants. It has a provision that that loser pays. So, if you file a frivolous one, you're going to end up paying and you'll get evicted. So there's no incentive for a tenant to try to abuse this system. And again, the goal is for landlords to do their job and to make sure that, hey, if you're renting a place, it has to be habitable. And I think that's a good thing, and I think it'll pass, and I think it can make a big difference with some of the housing problems we have here in the Valley. Yeah, basically making sure that people are protected and hopefully saving some lives in the process. Yeah, exactly. It gives more teeth to existing law. It's not changing law, it's just saying, hey, we already have these rules, we're just making a mechanism so that the tenants can actually enforce their rights, and that's a good thing.